All the Star Wars movies clock in at over 2 hours. In fact, The Last Jedi is the longest one yet at 2.5 hours long. So it's probably a good thing that a lot of scenes get cut from them. Because Star Wars is awesome, but also we have, stuff to do. 2.5 hours. It's a long time. Sometimes though, some scenes that were deleted could have actually been a good idea to keep in there. Here are deleted Star Wars scenes that should have made the cut. There will be some minor spoilers for The Last Jedi in here, so if you haven't seen it, that was a spoiler alert. That's what that was. Also, if you're new to Screen Rant, you can hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date with our videos. One of the things we seem to know for sure based on the trailers for The Last Jedi was that in the movie, Luke was gonna train Rey. And yeah, we did see that happen, but not that much. Like, he makes her meditate, but that's about it. Well, according to writer-director Rian Johnson, there was a lot more of that. He said, quote, "There's a massive sequence that we shot with Daisy and Mark, which is kind of an additional sort of trial test that she goes through. It involves her and Mark and then a big emotional scene between the two of them. I mean, it's big stuff. It's like actual real scenes." That kind of sounds like they're already promoting an extended cut, so stay tuned for that, I guess. A New Hope originally had a lot more of Luke on Tatooine, and I don't think anyone really wanted any more angsty Luke. Like, what we got was more than enough. We're good. But one scene could have actually been pretty cool to keep in, or at least some parts of it. It involved Luke catching up with Biggs, and it would have done a couple of things for the story. It would have made us actually care when he dies later on. It would have made us more aware of just how bad stuff was getting with the Empire. It also would have deepened Luke's conflict of wanting to go help the fight, but also wanting to stay home and help his uncle on the moisture farm, which is my least favorite thing to say. The end of Revenge of the Sith showed us Anakin's final transformation into Vader, but it also almost gave us a pretty cool Yoda moment that ended up being cut. There's a deleted scene where we see him arriving on Dagobah and beginning his exile, where we end up meeting him for the first time in the original trilogy. Was it a necessary scene? Not really, but it still could have been cool to have in there. But also around that time, the third Lord of the Rings movie came out, and that had like 45 different endings. Like, it just kept ending and then going on and ending and going on. So it makes sense that they were just like, okay, let's end it with Vader, that's good. When a movie presents us with a hateable character, it's always satisfying to see that character get some comeuppance. And one of the most hateable characters in The Force Awakens was UNKAR PLUTT. I mean, look at his face. Look at it. And there's a deleted scene that would have given us some sweet satisfaction. It showcased just how strong Chewie really is because he casually yanks the dude's arm out of its socket and plops it onto a random table. Pure satisfaction. And that does it for today's quick list. Let me know in the comments section if you think these scenes should have been kept in. Do you know of any other scenes that were deleted but shouldn't have been? Also, if you're watching this on the Screen Rant Facebook page, you can hit that link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe. Thanks for watching.